Hey, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. I know you're looking around like, where is Ellie? You know I'm not in my test kitchen if you're a frequent viewer of Live. I am actually at my dad's house. I want to introduce you to my dad here. Give him some love. Give Dad Howie some love. There's my dad.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So anyway, so happy to be here visiting my dad in Florida, where I was hoping to get some, oh, I see some love there. Thank you very much. Joanne says hi to you too, Dad. So he's just going to hang out.
Hi,
and
Joanne.
and thank you for all your Happy New Year wishes. Anyway, so I came to Florida to visit my dad and his wife, Paulette, and hoping for some sunny weather, but it's a little blustery. But I'll tell you what, it is better than like 0 degrees back in New York. So I'm enjoying a little reprieve from that. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a great New Year. And thanks for your amazing questions. Oh, now I'm seeing all the hearts. You see all those hearts, Dad?
Yes.
Beautiful, right? That means everyone's loving it, right? So anyway, got some great questions from you. You know I'm taking any questions here, and anything, I'm not going to be able to answer everyone's questions on this Facebook Live, but I'm certainly going to write afterwards, and I'll answer as many as I possibly can. And lots of Happy New Year's out there to all of you. So I want to go over some of the questions. I'm going to start right off. Some of the questions all about healthy living. I know we're all kind of ready to kind of get back into a good routine after maybe a kind of hectic holiday season with lots of great food. I hope you did eat lots of great food. Oh, someone asked a question, Joanne, of what my dad's favorite food that I make is. So you're going to have to think about that one. When you have an answer, let me know.
Okay.
What's my dad's favorite food that I make? So I know what my favorite one is. He always makes me oatmeal when I come visit. My dad always, I get up and he's like, what do you want? You want oatmeal? Makes me breakfast. It's so nice to have someone treat you so well like that, you know? Okay, so questions that you guys sent in that really got a lot of kind of response that really I'm excited to answer. So first of the questions that I wanted to answer, Beth asked, how do I get fruits and vegetables? There's a lot of questions out there about how do you get fruits and vegetables throughout the day in an easy way throughout the day. But Beth asked in particular, how do I get fruits and vegetables in the morning? Now that it's cold out and I'm not really wanting smoothies, how do you get fruits and vegetables in the morning? That's a great question and I love it. And Tyler also asked similarly, how to get more veggies throughout the day, especially at breakfast. So one recipe that I love that I'm going to post for you guys is this recipe that I did for turkey sausage, homemade turkey sausage. It's basically just like white meat turkey, and you just put all these nice kind of sausage spices in there. All real ingredients, of course, just regular spices you have in your cabinet, like fennel seed and so on. Anyway, then you make it into these little sausage patties, and it's great on a sandwich with a big fat slice of tomato, some arugula, or some spinach. So that's one suggestion, and I'll post that recipe. But another one I love is avocado toast. So tell me if you make avocado toast, because I think that's a great breakfast food, and as long as you can add some protein on there. So basically just spread some avocado on some whole grain toast. The more kind of nuts and seeds in the toast kind of thing, in the bread, the better. The more you can see the grain, the better. And just spread a good generous amount of ripe avocado on there. And then I put veggies on there. So then you can put radishes, you can put cucumbers, you can layer some grated carrot, you can put some spinach leaves, some arugula leaves, some, let's see what else, some chopped up cabbage. What else? And then some protein. So maybe an egg, maybe a hard-boiled egg. So this is all stuff that you can kind of have easily to prepare easily. Thank you, Ellen agrees. Hard-boiled egg on the avocado toast. Also, I do chickpeas. If you don't want to do an egg, you can do chickpeas. You can even put a little cottage cheese on there or some mozzarella cheese. So those are some other choices. And I'd love to hear some of your suggestions also, because you know everyone can read the comments and hear your suggestions and see your suggestions, maybe not hear them, unless you put them on video. Maybe you can do that too. Oh, people love Dave's Killer Bread. I have not had that much of it, but actually Natalie, who usually helps me with these Facebook Lives, she loves Dave's Killer Bread, and is a huge fan. I know a lot of dietitians are, so I'm going to, based on their recommendations, say go for it. And Ezekiel bread too that you can keep frozen. All those are great. I'm totally down with that. Let's see. Another idea for breakfast for fruits and vegetables, egg wraps. So I'll get like a wrap bread and make hard-boiled eggs and layer that in a wrap sandwich with, again, spinach, cucumber. You can put some sriracha in there, whatever vegetables, even roasted vegetables that you have around. So that's another way to get some veggies in breakfast. Yogurt bowls. So this is for more fruit, but you can do savory yogurt bowls too. Actually, yogurt, Greek yogurt, try it with some chopped cucumber, lemon, a nice drizzle of olive oil, and just a little salt and pepper, and it is delicious to go savory with your yogurt. You can also put some shredded carrot in there. So you might say, that sounds kind of off the wall, Ellie, but I really love savory yogurt, and I think you should just give it a try and see. You can also do, of course, yogurt with whole fruit. So chopped apples and pears and even citrus now is so beautiful. So do it with that. Another question I got was, oh, and by the way, someone, Michelle had asked about diabetes-friendly breakfasts. So all of these that I mentioned are diabetes-friendly. Essentially, whole grains, whole fruits and vegetables, and some kind of protein, and it's going to be diabetes-friendly. So Rhonda, thank you for saying I'm inspiring. I'm trying to be inspiring, and you all inspire me a ton. Did you think of my favorite food yet?
Yes.
What is it?
I like the chicken thighs that are baked. I love them. We're having them for dinner tonight, matter of fact.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I do, the really nice baked chicken thighs. Maybe I have that recipe on my website. I'll look for it, and I'll post a link to it also. It's my dad's favorite. My dad is the one who taught me about loving food in the first place, so I give him a lot of credit for that. Okay, so healthy, easy snacks. That's another one that Jessica wanted in particular. And all of those that I just mentioned. So the avocado toast, I have that for a snack too. Also yogurt bowls. Another, for me, a no-brainer healthy, easy snack. And I want to hear your suggestions for healthy, easy snacks too. So another no-brainer to me is whole fruit, like a crisp apple or a nice pear with nut butter. I mean, I have that all the time. And you can take it up a notch too. Put a little sprinkle of cinnamon on there. And that kind of just changes the whole thing somehow. Or even a little drizzle of maple syrup if you want to go there. I also love soup as a snack, and I think it's really underrated. So one of the things that I love to do is always, every week, and really every week of my life pretty much, I have a pot of soup. It's a hot pot of soup. In the winter, it's a cold soup like a gazpacho or a chilled zucchini soup or something in the summer. So I'll have those. It's so funny because I stutter sometimes when I'm talking to you because I'm reading the comments and reading and talking at the same time. It's like really hard to do. Try it sometime. But that's what the fun of this is. Yeah, eggs for a snack too, Rami says. Also, of course, hummus and vegetables, great snack. But let's see, I had some other ideas. Oh yeah, so the soup. I love just a cup of soup. Sometimes I'll have something else for lunch or dinner, but I'll have just a little cup of soup, a mug of soup, maybe a lentil soup. Whatever I have going on, I'll do that as a snack. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a great way to sort of warm up and also have an energizing snack, because I don't think people typically think of soup as a snack. Nuts, great, really great as a snack. Just whole nuts, absolutely, like just a handful of, well, you know, I'm obsessed with pecans ever since going to that orchard in Georgia. I'm all about pecans, and I brought so many back with me. So definitely that. Also, snacks for the evening. I really wanted to talk about evening snacks. Bobby was asking me because her husband gets the midnight munchies, like late night munchies. So who gets the late night munchies? Do you get the late night munchies, Dad?
Only every night.
Only every night. I think like that's one of the things in terms of New Year's resolutions to really look out for. So instead of like randomly snacking at night and having, you know, just eating whatever out of a bag, I think what's really important is if you get hungry in the evening, to have a planned snack. And the key word is really planned. So sit down. Not in front of the TV, so that's immediately. If you just don't eat in front of the TV, that's like going to help so much. If you're hungry, sit down and have a planned snack on a plate. So even if you want popcorn or whatever, put some in a bowl, put a portion out. So in terms of the snack that Bobby was looking for, she was looking for diabetes-friendly snacks, snacks that are good, you know, to keep your blood sugar steady. The first thing is going to be have it planned and have it portioned. So portion is really important for blood sugar control, and I think people often don't factor that in. So even if you're having some whole grain carbs or whatever, just make sure you're watching the portion and putting it again on a plate, just not mindlessly munching. I mean, if you just could avoid mindlessly munching, you're going to save so much. Ellen asks if it's advisable to eat at night at all. So you know what? I personally, and the research is really showing that it's very smart to have a window of time where you're not eating. Your body wants time. You know, there's a time where your body wants food and fuel, and there's a time where it appears that your body really wants to rest and not have food and fuel. And having like basically a 12-hour window, aiming for a 12-hour window where you're actually not eating. So if you have breakfast at 8, maybe stopping eating at 8 is a good idea for your health for lots of reasons. That said, if your stomach is growling, I mean, sometimes I'll be literally stomach growling hungry, can't fall asleep hungry, and there's no point in not eating at that point. Your body, listen to your body if it's telling you that. So if you're genuinely hungry, go for it. Definitely eat a little something. But again, just make it small and light and portion it out so it doesn't become like a munch fest, right? How does the Mediterranean diet fit into I think that question from the Wines of Sicily is, how does the Mediterranean diet fit into the Mediterranean diet? Well, the Mediterranean diet's, you know, one of the most wonderful ways to eat, and all of this fits into the Mediterranean diet beautifully. And I love the idea of drinking a fruity herbal tea. You know what? One thing I forgot to mention, and this is partially because Natalie's not here, and she usually reminds me to tell you that I'm giving away one of my books. So I'm going to give away a book to one lucky winner. Let's see. I'm going to give away Small Changes, Big Results. And that's my book, my very first book that was revised actually sort of recently, so it's really up to date. And basically, I'm going to give away a book at the end of this, so thanks to someone who's joining me live. So anyway, your daughter just eats soups, grains, veggies, pasta. Is this too much? I think that sounds delicious. Soups with veggies, grains, pasta. Doesn't that sound delicious? I can't see that as being bad in any way. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to pick a winner in a little while. I'm going to write something down now. Let's see, I had some more snack ideas and also some lunch ideas. One thing that I love to do, because there was a lot of people that asked about bringing lunch to work. So one of the things that I love to do is roast a bunch of vegetables. And I think it's absolutely delicious to have roasted vegetables served on top of hummus. So that's sort of a fun way to do it, and you can drizzle it with a little olive oil, have that with some pita bread if you want or not, or just do the roasted vegetables and hummus. And it really just kind of makes it completely different from having just raw vegetables and hummus, which can get a little bit boring maybe. But the minute you start with, you make roasted vegetables one night, it's so easy to just make extra. And then you have that. And it's really nice also to put roasted vegetables as well as leafy greens like spinach or arugula or just lettuce in a wrap with hummus. So that's another great way to go. And then throw some pine nuts in there for crunch. So it's all about texture. And so it's not necessarily difficult or that different from what you're eating, but it's just different enough to make it exciting. And I think that's a lot of what to keep in mind. All right, so I'm going to wrap things up here and find the winner, and I'm going to answer other questions that you've been tossing out there, all these amazing questions, so thank you very much. I'm going to answer all those other questions by leaving you messages on the comment page, and nice to see Carmela here. Hello, hello. And I'm going to announce the winner is Ellen Margulies. So Ellen, you're the winner of the book, Small Changes, Big Results. And I'm going to post a lot of your answers. I'll post a couple recipes that I mentioned, so look out for those. Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday also at 4 o'clock Eastern. I'll be back. I'm back on the regular routine. I have fun guests planned for this month, so please join. And I'm going to say hello and goodbye.
A healthy and happy New Year.
Healthy and happy New Year from my dad, and it is so delightful to see you here. See you next week. Bye.